Tonight, music, moving, and mind-blowing moments power through a next-level episode of Kelowna After Dark. In the spotlight, country artist Kris Anders kicks things off with a cinematic performance that hits straight to the heart. Then rhythm, rhyme, and raw energy, James Lavoie and Darion light up a stage of hip-hop collab you won't forget. Plus, an indie film debut from rising talent Nathan Sandberg, followed by a mic drop message from my emotional intelligence coach, Kandace Stoneman. Also tonight, join the LUXX in the Alaskan mountain range in this week's Urban Interviews. On the creative edge, how turning struggle into strategy can sharpen your entire creative path. Get ready, After Darkers, and now, here's your host, Silver LUXX.
Hey, what's up, what's up? I'm your host, Silver LUXX, and this is Kelowna After Dark. It's the best place to be once the sun goes down. It's also where legends come to life and glitter is considered cultural currency. Ain't that right, Sterling?
Yes! Cultural currency, so is coffee, which I was taking a swig of.
That's right, Kelowna After Dark runs on glitter and coffee. True story.
You should see what my coffee looks like. It really cleans
glitter
me out.
for
Like, you think it's a
days.
diuretic now.
Good Lord, you're grounded.
Whatever.
Let's make some noise for our co-host, Sterling LUXX, coming at you from the LUXX box. You controlling all the fun stuff up in there.
Yeah, I'm done drinking my coffee, so we're good to go. I'm
Awesome.
energized like the bunny.
That's wonderful. We got a film here, so you got to stay in that box for a few minutes. You stop drinking that coffee.
Not a problem. I'm jittered. I'm like
Good
thumper. Just pet my stomach. Leg will go wild.
Sounds interesting. Now tonight, we're diving deep, like 232 meters deep, into the story of our splashiest symbol, Ogopogo, the serpent superhero of Okanagan Lake. Not scary, not sad, just eccentric, just iconic, and always a little bit fabulous. First off, big facts. Ogopogo statue in Carey Park launched way back in 1960, thanks to sculptor Peter Solon, made of fiberglass and still charming as hell. Babies and tourists alike love this thing. It's got a goofy grin. I'm here for it. But that makes it one of Kelowna's oldest public art installations.
Yeah, but have they seen LUXX Pogo yet?
No.
How adorable is this?
Right?
Soon it's gonna be in plushie form.
Yeah, that's like totally punk rock Disney like vibe, and I'm here for the Disney.
You forgot the princess bit.
Oh, Princess Yay?
Yeah, modeled after you.
Yeah. It can be a brat too.
Very edgy.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We got no piercings though. So it's a thing.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to add some then.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, maybe one through the nose, eyelid.
I'm down. Not
Yes,
the,
eyelid. Don't
well, I'm
question me.
sure he was gonna go with the eyeball and just moved it a little bit.
I mean, tip of the tail.
Boom, what?
Never know. All right,
Nice.
anyway, you can have your show back.
Oh, thank you so much. But Ogopogo roots go way deeper. He's not just a tourist thing, he's also part of Selleck's history. Indigenous communities honored him as powerful lake spirit, guardian of the water. Not a monster, but a protective water being that reminded us respect the lake or get dunked. When settlers came back in the 1800s, they brought muskets, harpoons, and netting to catch Ogopogo. Talk about overkill, right? But we love the enthusiasm though. As legends go, in 1872, one settler claimed that the horses were yanked beneath the waves. The water had other plans. Over time, he's morphed into a cheeky mascot. Ogopogo-themed businesses, children's books, even Homopogo for pride. Yep, that is how creative we are. He's not just a legend, he's town branding on fins. Underwater, there's even a life-size Ogopogo statue chilling at the bottom near Knox Mountain. So the hype is real, even for scuba divers. And fun fact, there was even a full-blown musical number written about him in the 1920s.
Wait, no way. Seriously?
Legit, yeah.
Wait.
Ogopogo had a theme song before half of us had baby teeth. All right, so what's our angle for tonight? It's this. Ogopogo reminds us that stories come in all forms. A lake guardian carved in oral history, a rap duo dropping truth with rhythm, a cowboy crooner with heart, or a student-made indie film daring to tell bold stories on a shoestring budget. From sacred water ceremonies to tourist souvenirs, from eerie settler tall tales to Instagrammable cartoon sculptures, our myths shape our culture. They're part of what makes Kelowna weird and wonderful and memorable.
I forgot the H. It's weird.
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 With a capital H.
You with the weird with it.
Weird. Now, on Kelowna After Dark, we're all about the weird and the creativity and the culture and finding inspiration in the unexpected places. And that's why Ogopogo belongs here. It embodies our blend of experience and rebellion and a little bit of playful nonsense. Fun facts, Ogopogo has starred in paintings, songs, logos, memes. I mean, damn, his IMDb is better than mine, no joke. And if a city can take a lake monster and turn it into a mascot, you can make anything your art. From a country song, to a rap verse, to a short film made by a student with a dream of C100 cameras. So tonight, let's ride the wave of legend, laugh with myth, and maybe, just maybe, channel a little bit of that OG Lake Spirit confidence into our own creative journey. Grab your pens, your beats, your guitars, and your camera gear, and let's make some local legends of our own. Cheers to you, cheers to the lake, and cheers to all of our legendary guests tonight. Let's get mythical, After Darkers. All right, buckle up, because our first guest up has a song called Open Road, and trust me, that's exactly where it's about to take us. He's a country rock singer-songwriter based right here in Vernon, BC, and while his voice is smooth as whiskey and his songs hit you right in the soul, his path to the stage has been anything but ordinary. From humble jam band beginnings to supporting his wife's music career, Kris has spent years learning the ropes behind the scenes, but in 2020, he flipped the script and finally stepped into the spotlight himself. Since then, he's been on a roll, touring across Western Canada, racking up nearly 300 Spotify streams, even landing a Western Canada Music Award nomination as the only unsigned artist in his category. I mean, that's pretty rad. He's now the proud creator of Open Road, a new single originally written by his wife Deanna and produced right here in the Okanagan. It's already turning heads, and with a full music video underway and his signature authenticity baked into every lyric, we know it's going to leave a mark. Please welcome the storyteller, the songwriter, and the down-to-earth dad of three who's living the rock star life with a ranch kid heart, Kris Anders. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Come hang out. Well, let's chat.
Let's do it.
How's your night going so far?
Oh, it's been great.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming to hang out with us.
You bet.
Are you ready for me to ask you a whole bunch of questions?
I think so.
Right.
We'll get into it.
All right, let's do this. So there's a lot of buzz right now around your new single, Open Road, and you're officially launching the music video. We get to see that later, right?
That's right.
Super excited about that. We were really honored to have that, so thank you for sharing. What does this release mean to you right now?
Well, as your intro said, I've worked with my wife, Deanna, through the years on this, and this was a song that she wrote. So for us to be able to give this song some new life, to bring it out to the public again, and for me to be able to do my version of it is really special.
That's neat.
It's kind of like a full circle moment for us. So for both of us, there's a lot of emotion behind it, and it represents our journey in music and both of our music careers and the path that got us here. So
that's so damn lovely.
Yeah.
I'm like here for I got some goosebumps.
That's great.
Right on. What inspired the emotion and energy behind this song, and how did you know that this was the next story that you wanted to tell?
Well, this was always a song that I thought was going to be a hit song, and I told her that when she first started writing it. So she took a break from her, the live music performance and stuff while we had our family. And then at one point, she's flipped the script, as you said, and said, "It's your turn now to put this out there."
Nice.
So I started playing this live, just acoustically with me and a guitar, not even with a band yet. And what I really noticed was the audience resonated with this song in particular. In fact, a few times I'd noticed that the song wasn't even over yet, and some people were singing the lyrics along with me.
That's fabulous.
So I thought, this song has to get out there and has to have another shot. So.
Oh, I love that. That's gotta feel great, right? Well, you can visibly see people are connecting with you, what you're putting out there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the best parts of live performance, is to see that the audience is actually listening to the lyrics.
Yeah, absolutely.
and learning the song with you as you play it. So
that's so neat. You have worked with director James Alton of Kelowna Film Studio, and we actually had him on a past episode. He's a fabulous dude.
He is.
Yeah, and then producer Jeff Johnson, right, at Coldstream to bring the track to life?
That's right, Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me, what was it like to make this video with that team behind you?
Both of those guys are big heavyweights in their respective crafts. I've wanted to work with Jeff Johnson for quite a while. He's had nominations and awards all through Canada, Juno CCMAs and BCCMAs. So I knew he was the right guy for the job in this instance. So working with Jeff, one of the things is that I noticed throughout the process was Jeff just really allowed me to be the artist in the studio. And I was able to just trust that everything was going to work out properly. And when you're able to do that, you can concentrate on your performance. And I also knew that he was going to get the best out of me during the recording.
That's important.
Which he did. And I mean, we had, and as we went through it, there was some hiccups and a little bit of things we had to work through, and that's very normal when you're working and recording a song. But through Jeff's guidance, I just knew that by the end of it, he's going to get the best out of me. And when that vocal performance we're ready for that final vocal, it's going to be ready. So that was really, really cool to work with him on that. When the single was done and I brought it to James and I said, I want to do a video with this. I gave him sort of my vision of what that was happening. Right away, we connected. Our personalities just meshed for this, and I knew he was the right guy for the job.
Yeah.
So I gave him sort of a lot of what my ideas were, and just immediately we were bouncing ideas off of each other. And he had some ideas, and I just like, yeah, let's do that, And I threw out the idea that, hey, I've got this '67 Ford Mustang in my garage. You think we can use that? Sure enough, he did. He's like, gets one of the best FPV drone pilots in the Okanagan.
Nice.
And we just finished recording that with a drone buzzing around me as I'm driving the Mustang up and down Kalamalka Lake.
Nice.
And, I can't wait to show you, for you guys
stunning.
to see it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
So how was it to film a music video? Was it kind of what you expected, or was it a little bit surprising?
Well, there's so many variables involved, and in this point in particular, we employed some background actors.
Yeah.
So that was definitely took a lot of organization to make sure that went smoothly. There were so many things that could have gone wrong, but magically, somehow, everything went right.
That's perfect.
And we're really proud of how everything came together. It's going to show in the video that you're about to see.
Well, I'm really excited because I see you beaming while you're talking about it. I was like, this thing is going to be rad as hell.
Yes.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it sounds like you had an amazing time. So you've said songwriting is part of your favorite process. When you're creating a track, what does the spark moment feel like for you?
Well, songwriting comes in various forms for me now. So a song like Shattered that we talked about a little bit before, for me, that was came to me in that spark moment. That was one of those type of songs where it was late at night, the house is dark, I'm watching a movie, I'm not really into it, and my mind is able to kind of finally piece together what I wanted for that song. So there was that spark moment. I'm like, I think I got it. I walked out, turned the movie off, went down to my studio, picked up my guitar, and boom, the verse and the chorus was right there.
Right on.
So once in a while, you connect with the stratosphere and it comes out and you're on the guitar. In other instances, though, I actually had an opportunity to work with Michael Hansen. You may remember him from a little band called Glass Tiger.
Just a little one.
Just
right?
a little one. So we connected this past year as well, and he had me come out to Toronto to record a song.
That's cool.
So we might have to come back and do another episode when that one's ready.
I'm so here for that. Yeah, you just hit me up. It's good. Yeah.
But in that instance, it's more intentional, it's planned, and we meet at the studio, and that turned into an actual co-write.
Oh, neat.
So with that, I'd say it's kind of close to like playing catch or lobbing a tennis ball back and forth, where it's like, here's the lyric. Yeah, I like that one. How about this lyric? And and the interaction and the way we got along worked so well. And again, that song came together in about 3 days in a studio.
Really, just 3 days?
Yeah,
Nice.
3 full days.
Yeah,
You're using both parts of your brain, and it was pretty exhausting by the end of it.
I bet.
I'm sure we can all relate to that.
Yep.
So there's different types of writing. And as I progress through my career now, I think you are making time and intention, and if you're working with others especially.
Yeah.
So, but all of it's really great to be able to take something that didn't exist before, create it, record it, and put it out there into a tangible thing. It's quite special.
Yeah, I would have to agree, absolutely.
Yeah.
And for myself, I really enjoy the process and watching things build until they snowball. What is that like for you when it starts to take off? When's that moment you're like, yeah, this is going now?
I think for me in a studio, it's like I write with just my guitar,
Okay.
my voice. So I know the song, I've played it, it's in there. Once I start hearing other instrumentation being added to it, especially drums and bass, where it's just got that kick and that drive, and you can't help but move your body to it. To me, that's where it's like, okay, I can see where this is going to go.
All right.
And it's just something simple like that, but it just comes and you're like, I envision how this is going to go, and now there's more to it. Now other people are collaborating here, and it was just me, simple me, my little song, and here it is in the studio.
That's so neat.
Coming to life.
I admire how your brain works, because I'm imagining like, I couldn't hear instruments in my head and add them and put them in places. I make noise.
Right.
Like I've tried, I make some fabulous noise. How does that happen for you? You get a beat and then layer things in between that?
In a studio environment, yeah.
Okay.
The song's usually done, like I say, just with me and a guitar, which is that's the way I write. I've just always done that. I write the chords and have the lyrics to it. So usually when I walk into a studio, I just play the guitar and sing.
That
And
works.
the producer takes that and he's got, okay, we count out the the natural BPM, the beats per minute, the way the song should sound, how fast it should go, and then we simply start adding some drum tracks to it and seeing what that works. And then it doesn't always happen the same way, but typically your drums come in, then your bass,
Okay.
and then we get a lead guitar to go over top of that. The rhythm guitar is already done by myself usually, and then I'll do some vocals, but we'll take that, we'll let it sit for a little bit. I'll come back in and do my lead vocals after the song's saturated for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's neat. Have you ever laid something down and then come back later and be like, I got a different idea. I want to switch this up.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I write songs sometimes just simply with pen and paper, but we all carry around these little devices in our phone, in our pockets now, the iPhones, and I'll just can easily at any time either sing into it or play the guitar to it. And I'll say, okay, let's let this one sit. I'll come back to it and go, well, I don't know what I was thinking there.
You've been there.
Yeah. Or you come back and go, I have another idea to add to that song. And you start creating and using it. So just writing things down and keeping them in a recycling bin is kind of my process.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the longest it's taken you to complete a song?
Oh, forever, because I'm still working on stuff.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, how about one that is completed? What's the longest one that you've got?
Well, let's go back to the song I wrote with Michael Hansen. It's called Awkward Conversation.
Okay.
Okay, which isn't an awkward conversation right now at all.
Okay.
But this one I wrote years and years ago, and it was actually a really cool collaboration with Deanna as well, where I wrote some of the lyrics out on the back of a bill, like an envelope.
That's cool.
And I was working night shifts at the time. She woke up, saw the lyrics. She added a couple more to them. She went to work. I came home, saw what she had added to it, added to that as well. And we had this song called Awkward Conversation. Now, I knew it wasn't fully complete, so we never did record it. And that's the one that I took to Michael to finish. And so I'm just guessing about 12 years.
That's
in the making.
Fabulous, though. Yeah. Okay, the backstory about that with you and your wife is just everything.
Right.
Like that needs its own thing.
It's its own little movie.
It is, right? Okay, your next music video, come hang out with us. We'll try some fun things.
It's great.
That's so cool. That's really neat. What is it like working with your wife in a similar area? Because not a lot of people get to do that.
Yeah, it's really good because you always have someone that's willing to tell you the harsh truth. And also bring the best out in you as well.
Yeah.
Deanna is a very good artist in multiple mediums, including the graphics. So most of the graphics that you see on my stuff has been created by Deanna as well.
Well, right on, eh?
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's always nice too when you can add other skills like that because that stuff is so expensive to do marketing and all of that.
Any of those skills you can have in-house. Nowadays, artists are their own record label.
Yeah.
And so when you can have those specialty skills done for you on a fairly easy budget, it really helps.
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
yeah, like the amount that we have saved by doing everything ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like
pretty
we
rad.
produce, edit, direct, everything.
Yes.
Like we don't sleep, right?
Yeah.
Who needs
It's
sleep?
a running joke. How much sleep do you get? I don't know. It was in a chair.
Yeah, fair.
I hear you. I'm my own distributor, my own booking agent, my own marketing strategist.
But you get to keep so much more green.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll talk about that later.
We got to just stop spending it, though. I got a problem with, like, I want this and I like shopping.
Yeah.
It's called investing.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. You have actually hit some pretty big milestones already in your career. So you've had a Western Canadian Music Award nomination and your song Shattered, making international waves. How did those moments shape your confidence and your drive in the industry?
Well, as we know, the music industry is so incredibly difficult.
Yes, that is.
Yeah,
They're ruthless and cutthroat.
Ruthless, cutthroat, and competitive. So when I first released Shattered and I got almost immediate recognition and some minor success from it right away, it was just another affirmation that I was on the right path and I should keep doing this. So after I finished my album Threshing Room Floor, which included Shattered, and I was on a family trip and my name popped up in the Western Canada Music Award as a nominee, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
so cool.
wow, I was competing against signed artists from big record labels or big indie labels. And, one of the people from the award show said, no, we don't judge on who you're signed with or any of that stuff. We judge you on your music. And so for me to get that and just realize that, okay, you're definitely on the right path. Keep going. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Heck yeah, I'd say so.
And a lot of the comments and messages I got too from people from my hometown in Manitoba and Saskatchewan across the prairies were the same thing. Keep going. We're in your corner. We're cheering you on. Just keep going.
How does it feel to have so many people behind your work like that?
It feels great. I mean, it makes you tear up sometimes if you really think about it. But it's just, like I said in your intro, I'm a farm kid. I'm a ranch kid. So I just very privileged. I feel very privileged to get on any stage and perform music that I've written and for other people to hear it.
I think you're super sincere, and I think that just comes off right away. And you're comfortable with your authentic self, and I think it invites everybody else to go along that journey with you.
Yeah,
so that's very cool.
I've heard that before.
Right on. Well, now I'm not cool and new. I don't get to say anything good.
Oh, well, there you go.
Way to not be original.
Thanks. I suck. I'm grounded. You've spent the last year training with Melina Shine, who's helped you not only technically, but also emotionally connect deeper to your performances. So what changed on stage for you after that?
Well, with Melina, one of the cool things we did was we recorded a vocal warm-up routine for me.
Oh, neat.
So before every performance, I hear Melina in my ear coaching me on. So as I get on the stage, I still feel like her voice is somewhere,
somewhere
still talking to me. But what she did was she really allowed me to figure out how singing relates to physically. How to make sure that your body's reacting the best, because our instrument as singers is our body right here, and how to take care of that. And I was getting into the touring this last year as well, where I needed to perform multiple nights and how to take care of it and be very as healthy as I can. Yeah. Once we got to that point, I learned so much from her. We got into another point that I didn't really expect when I first started. And that was kind of the psychology of stage performance and how to really get into each song and perform it properly. And that involved either with songs that I'd written, she would ask, well, what were you feeling at the time you wrote this? And why did you write this? And make sure that is, relayed out to the audience at the time. So other songs that I didn't write or cover songs that I really enjoy doing, it's the same thing. She'd say, well, in this case, maybe we'll create a character. What's that character's name? And we dive deep into it. And what are they really saying in these lyrics? And if you can get into that, you're going to be able to perform this. It might not be perceptive or perceptible to the audience at the time, but they'll feel it.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree.
Yeah. So that was a really an amazing experience with her, and obviously I'll still be working with her in the future. So she's been a great help and a huge, awesome coach for me.
That's a neat perspective. I would not have imagined we're going to do this where that's concerned, right? Yeah. You think acting and other things, but yeah, I suppose that would play a huge role.
Yeah, well, she has a musical theater background, so cool. Some of those elements that, again, I would have never thought I'd be singing pieces by, from the Les Mis or anything, but sure enough, she said, I hear some classical and crooner in your voice. It's not just country and rock, there's more to it. And she would bring these pieces out, and I thought, there is no way I'm going to be singing classical tunes and that. And sure enough, I started to enjoy it. And she would play this one. I'm like, okay, I actually kind of like this. So she's, subtly suggested that maybe that'd be a path for me in the future.
That's pretty neat. Okay, you got to tell me what's your favorite one to sing.
It is, what is it called? Empty Chairs in the film or in the musical Les Mis.
That's an incredible film.
Yeah.
Okay, that is rad as hell. Yeah. You ever start wandering around singing that, let me know, okay? I'm going to bring my camera. Well, we'll do the do.
We'll do it. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's super fun. It feels like you have so many stories and live so many lives, from rural Manitoba to the Sunshine Coast, and now balancing your dad life and touring. Like, how do you handle all of that awesomeness?
You have to be extremely organized.
I bet.
So 3 kids and a full-time music career, as well as balancing weekends, and now touring. So
That's a lot.
I've been absolutely very well organized and be able to pull all that off. But I just, again, you mentioned, trying to be as genuine as possible, and trying to, I've lived a lot of those life experiences. So I just bring those out. I've either lived them or I've watched someone close to me live those. So that's how I try to bring that out in my live performance.
That's great.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what you've created here for your music video. Do you think I should take a peek?
We're super excited to present Open Road to your audience today.
Oh my God, that was mind blowing.
Thank you so much.
That looked like you had so much fun shooting that.
We did. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was well worth it in the end.
Yeah, and the track is incredible.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to sing along.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't even really heard it. I'm here for it.
That's the point.
Right on. Well, I would love to tell our audience how they connect with you. Where do we find your music?
Well, the first stop you can do is go to my website. It's krisanders.com. Remember, it's spelled with a K. I'm also active on Facebook, so facebook.com/Kris Anders Music, as well as Instagram /Kris Anders Music.
Perfect.
and a few others, but those are the main ones that I use.
Okay, great. And we'll definitely have all of those listed on our sites as well. So we'll get some extra ways to connect with you there.
All right, great. Add it to your Spotify playlist.
Absolutely. I want to thank you so much for joining us on the show today. This has been wonderful.
Absolutely my pleasure, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. You can come back and hang out whenever you like.
Well, let's do that.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's make some noise, guys, one more time. Let's hear it for Kris Anders.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. Let me shake your hand,
You
sir.
bet. Thank
you
you.
so much. Okay, like, holy hell, that was incredible. Can we just take a second to talk about that music video? Kris Anders always brings that grounded golden country soul, and this visual, total heartstring material, smooth, sincere, and full of wide open road energy, whether he's behind the mic or in front of the lens. Kris knows how to tell a story that sticks. Now, while the echo of those last incredible notes fades away, let's see what we got up to, babe.
Hi. Nice to see you guys again. Welcome aboard.
Pleasure, pleasure.
Are you enjoying the ride?
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is so beautiful, like,
Oh,
for
picture.
real. From unexpected moments to unforgettable views, that's what makes this segment so much fun to shoot. Every time we head out, we never know what we're gonna quite capture. From unexpected moments to unforgettable views, that's what makes this segment so much fun to shoot. Every time we head out, we never know what we're gonna capture, and that's the best part. Whether it's high energy or heartfelt, little surprise snapshots of the city always give me life. All right, After Darkers, don't go too far, because when we get back, we're slowing things down a little bit and driving deep into something meaningful, creative, and totally unexpected. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Stay tuned.
Hey, first off, thank you for giving me a second of your time, so I'll get straight to it. I'm Sterling, CEO of Sterling Silver Luxury Media, and this is
Silver, CFO and executive producer of Kelowna After Dark. We're here to help businesses tell their story in a way that grabs attention, connects with people, and drives real results.
Here's the thing, 20% of businesses go out of business in their first year. By year 3, 40% of them are gone. By year 5, half of them are gone. Why? Because most businesses miss the mark on who their customers are. They're not connecting. They're not telling stories in the way that people truly care about.
That's where we come in. I'll ask you this, how many times a day do you stop scrolling to watch a video? Now think about your customers. They're doing the same thing. Video just isn't important right now. It's everything. If your content isn't engaging, authentic, and built for where people's attention is, you're leaving money on the table. At LUXX Media, we don't just create content, we create an experience. We craft stories that people want to consume. Because marketing isn't about shouting louder, it's about caring, about respecting people's time and giving them something they'll actually enjoy, and making them feel seen.
We're not just some kind of run-of-the-mill production company. We've worked with brands across food production, realty, life coaches, and TV production, creating videos that don't just look good, they perform. We've helped businesses grow their engagement, attract more customers, and build brand loyalty by focusing on what actually matters. Here's what we do best. Storytelling that resonates. People don't buy products, they buy emotions, trust, and relatability. We craft stories that hit home. Content that works everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, websites, you name it. We know how to create content that stops people in their tracks. Details that matter. We obsess over everything. Camera work, motion, depth of field, lighting, angles, copy, thumbnails, and even the time of day that we post. Every little detail is intentional, and that's
how we help you win. Here's the kicker. The platforms have changed. It's no longer about how big your following is. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, they're all interest-based. A good story will find its audience. The way you make better advertising? You listen. Spend time in the comments. Understand what your customers want to know. What can you do for them? How can you help? That's the secret. When you approach content this way and back it with strategic tweaks and a little budget boost, the return on investment always comes back.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you what you need. You already know your business better than anyone else. My job is to help you show off that business in a way that connects to your audience, whether it's your customers, employees, or even your investors. Come closer. This isn't about making just another video. This is about making something that your audience can't stop watching.
So let's do it. Let's tell your story, build your brand, and make something amazing together. When's a good time to chat? Whether it's over Zoom, email, or even DMs, we're ready to help you make moves.
Thanks for your time. Let's crush it.
Together. Welcome back, After Darkers. Hope you're still vibing because we're keeping that energy flowing and the mic hot. Let's see who's about to set the stage on fire now. Okay, if you're a fan of beats that bang, lyrics with heart, and performers who bring the fire live on stage, then you're in for something really special right now. Our next guests are a creative collaboration duo, and I am so excited to bring them to our stage. Finally making his Kelowna After Dark debut is James, who I have low-key been trying to get on this damn couch for a hot minute now. He is a dancer, a vocalist, a total creative force with roots both in the Okanagan and Toronto's performance scenes. This artist is all about connection, depth, and lifting others up through movement and music. Teaming up with him is someone who lives and breathes hip-hop. He's a recording artist, a producer, an audio engineer, and an entrepreneur who's built both his brand and his bars from the ground up. He's dropped over 50 self-written, self-mastered tracks, and he is no stranger to this set. That's right, y'all. Darion Ray is back in the building. This duo is about to make some serious vibes and bring the energy up in here. Please help me welcome James Lavoie and his partner in rhyme and creative brother from another mother, Darion Ray. Welcome to Kelowna After Dark. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's taken a minute.
I know,
Come have
right?
a seat. Thank you for
Nice to see
coming.
you again.
It's great to see you again.
Absolutely.
Come have a chat and hang out.
Let's go.
How's the night going, guys?
Fantastic.
Great
Absolutely
to
fantastic.
hear it.
How you been? Yeah,
We're doing good. Doing good. I feel like there's distance
there
between
is distance.
us.
It's been, yeah.
I miss you. Let's just pull the couch over. Can we pull the couch over? It's a little farther than it ought to
guys,
be.
let's bring that couch over.
Yes,
Darion, you're going
sorry.
for a ride.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right, get close.
Here we go. I'm gonna
Campfire's
slide
going.
up in
Sit on my
here.
lap.
Snuggle, snuggle.
All right, this feels
Cuddle
better. This feels
time.
better.
So much
Right?
better. Yeah.
Here we go. Got a little happening here.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys like ready for me to get up in your business?
Oh, we're ready.
Actually, we encourage it.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Oh, goody.
All up in
I'm stoked now.
This is getting up and ding.
Y'all don't even know what you signed up for.
Oh god.
Awesome. Well, let's go then. All right. First, I'll do one for both of you guys, and whomever wants to can answer first.
Okay.
It's a hot
What is
round.
it? Yeah, it's a hot
Ooh.
round.
I like that. I like that.
What is it about each other personally that made you go, yeah, we got to vibe together and make something?
I'll let you take it because you're the elder statesman here.
Snap.
See, this is part of why.
Shots
Honestly,
fired,
this is part of
homie.
why. This is part of why. We just, run off of each other so well. But no, like, we've been knowing each other for a while, and we started actually dancing together. And then I've always been into music in general. And then he started doing his stuff. And I mean, it just seemed like a natural thing that we should do together. On top of the dance and all of the other art, yeah, it just made sense to let's try something else as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what about you? What brought you here?
Yeah,
What
I
draws
mean,
you there?
James is good at everything he does.
That's fair.
So he's a man of many talents. So he kind of reached out to me. He started actually coming to some of my shows when I started making music.
Yeah.
And then we just started chatting more. And then I just asked him, would you ever want to do a song? And I just knew that he would be good because he's just good at everything. And so anyways, that's kind of, how, like he already said, we met dancing years ago, like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah. So like, it just was a natural next step because, he likes hip hop and I was putting out so much music and he started coming to my shows. So it was just the next step.
That's rad as hell, guys. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
So when it came time to actually produce the track, what was that like? So take us behind the scenes a little bit. How did you guys work together?
Well, he had already had an idea for the song.
Okay.
And again, he makes all the tracks himself. So
That's wild. Eh?
yeah, so crazy, so talented.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
yes. Oh yeah.
Right? Be like, oh yeah, LUXX
I'll take it.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
the truth. You roll with it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he had showed me the track,
Mhm.
and he's like, "I want you to try and create something for this. Kind of give me an idea of what he had envisioned for the track."
Okay.
And I probably ran through like 3 different verses,
Yeah.
and soon to come.
Nice.
Shameless plug.
I'm here for it.
But then we actually found one that he found suited what his vision was for it. And it was a lot of back and forth. He'd send me home with homework, so I'd work on sections and adjust different things, and we'd go back and forth through emails, and then we'd go over and just kind of collab together like that in the moments, and also from our own places.
Yeah.
And then, when we finally decided that, we got together and went from there,
Magic.
threw it down.
Right on.
Yeah.
And what was it like producing the track then and working with James like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. So I already had the hook written, the beat, everything, and about half my verse. And so I actually had it for a couple months, and I never finished it. I knew it was missing something. And the concept of the song, I mean, we can get into it in a little bit, but when James and I started chatting and, he was like, yeah, I'm down to explore rapping, I was just like, this song is perfect because he was kind of coming out of a place that he was in that was maybe a little bit darker. And that's kind of what the song is about. And so it just seemed, like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So I just showed him it. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm trying to take this song. And he vibed with it. But there were a couple verses that weren't quite on it. But, there was like a lot of respect, mutual respect there. Like I could tell him like, hey, dude, this isn't what I'm trying to do here. And he wasn't offended. And, that's a good relationship to have where we can just be honest about, what we're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, we just wanted to make the best song we could. Right?
Yeah.
Like that was so.
Well, yeah, you guys made a freaking insane song.
Yeah, we're proud of it. for
Yeah,
sure.
you should be.
So
Like, it's
proud of
a
it.
damn good song, you guys. I mean, like, we're going on and on. I know you can't see it yet. You have to wait. All right, tell us about the song itself then. So you guys created it together. What's behind in all the lyrics?
This is all you. It was your baby
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start
So essentially, it's him now, right?
Mhm.
So that's the name of the song. And when you're like, I'm him, right? It's like a saying, kind of like people say, like, oh, I'm him, like that guy.
Yeah.
Sort of, you know what I mean? But the song wasn't meant to come from like a braggadocious, audacious perspective.
Mhm.
It was more like, I've been in a really low place before,
Yeah.
and now like I'm him, like I'm that guy that I knew I could always be,
I love that.
right? And so that was sort of the perspective. So it comes across as maybe maybe a little bit audacious, but
Meaning a little bit.
but that's almost kind of the point, though, right?
Mhm.
Is to just be like, no, like I'm him, and I'm confident and comfortable with
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know what? If you're gonna fight for something and you're gonna move your ass about it, I mean, you can be a little bit like, hell yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't
You know?
it wasn't easy.
Right.
I bet not.
So
Yeah, you guys, both of your stories individually is super moving and powerful, and I love this collaboration together.
yeah,
Yeah, I love this. I'm so excited.
Us too. Like, it's been motivational for both of us as well. And it really helped us push each other too.
Yeah, I
Right.
can imagine.
Just that collaborative experience, and yeah.
I'm here for it.
yeah.
Yeah, your energy together is great. Yeah. So, James, you've said that art is a way to connect with humanity and yourself in a way that most people forget exists. Where did that philosophy come from for you?
Honestly, that's sat with me for a very long time. Coming up in school, I was always the shy kid, and it wasn't until like my grade 12 year did I really start coming out of my shell. And my art really had a huge play in that, and allowed me to connect with people who were like-minded without having to be the one to start the engagement. So
okay.
a lot of my music, I used to frequent karaoke's, and then when I started dancing, which actually I didn't start dancing until I was early in my 20s.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I hadn't danced before that. But being able to do that, I found that people were drawn to me. So I didn't have to be the one to be like, hey, how you doing? I didn't have to make that first step. And so that allowed me to connect with people otherwise I wouldn't have, being such an introvert at that time. And so the more I kind of leaned into that, I started finding my extrovert self.
That's so wild.
And now I love going around and going to new karaoke places, going to events and just throwing it on the floor. And and it gives you a sense of community that a lot of people don't really come across in their day-to-day life. Unless you're specifically going to a show or a concert, most people just do their day-to-day working, and you run by people on the street, nobody's saying hi because everybody's so in their own head.
That's so true.
So the art really gets you to connect with your inner humanity and express that with other people who are like-minded. So that's what it means for me.
That's wild. I honestly
Yeah.
would have never have guessed that. I've known you for a hot minute,
I know.
and I would never call you shy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Darion, this one's for you. You studied audio engineering, and you also produce all of your own tracks, of course. You have full control over the sound. So how does that technical side blend with your performance side when you hit the stage?
To be honest, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, which is actually a good thing because
Okay.
it lets me be able to just focus more on performing. Because, I was talking to James about this just actually a couple minutes ago. One of the hardest things as an artist is to decide or, I guess, settle that a song is done. Because you could literally work on one song for the rest of your life. You could.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And so just letting go of that perfectionism. And then, so once the song is done, right, and I've mixed it, mastered it, done everything, then when I can go perform it, I'm not thinking about the technical side of it. I can just go and perform. And so it's actually, they're two separate things, but it's actually beautiful in that way because I can let go of that perfectionist.
Yeah.
Because it's a live thing, you're going to have to take breaths. You're not going to rap it the same way you did when you took 50 takes for that song or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, I mean, I like to disassociate the two, and it makes things a little bit easier for me.
Hey, if it works, right? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I also want to ask you as well, you have gone through a wild journey. You're overcoming addiction to navigating, that very real loss. And how does that personal history and what you've overcome shape the emotion that you bring to your songs?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything, to be honest. I mean, So as a kid, I loved hip hop. I
Mhm.
started breakdancing when I was about 10. And then but I loved rap in like actual like lyricism the most.
Yeah.
Like I had Eminem pictures on my wall, like crazy stuff. Back when posters and things were like a thing.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, magazine, Rip 'em Out
I
magazine.
remember that.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
Now we all
dating
feel
yourself
old over
pretty
here.
good
I know.
Heck yeah.
I'm 33.
The throwbacks.
But so yeah, I mean, as a kid, like I always had that,
Mhm.
right? And so just navigating through everything I've been through, I always kept it on the down low. Believe it or not, I was really shy as a kid too.
That's wild,
Yeah,
you guys.
like-
That blows my mind.
Like I would hide behind my mom's leg when she introduced me to her friends and stuff. Like I was just
Aw.
the shyest kid, and so I always kept like I would always write in my notebook at school, like in elementary school. I had a notebook. I was always writing rhymes in it,
Mhm.
but I never like told anyone because I was like, oh, what if they think I don't know. Just I was worried about what other people thought.
That's fair. A lot of people
Yeah,
are. For
of
sure.
course. But so once I went through like almost dying and all these things,
Yeah.
I just was like, like, man, you get one more chance at this,
Mm.
potentially. Like, just, you don't want to pass away knowing you had all these things and talents and things and just leaving them in the chamber and nobody knowing about them.
That would have been a damn shame.
Yeah. So then once I got sober, I
Mm.
just started like putting my music out. And yeah, the rest is history.
Well, we're so happy that you did. You definitely get a lot of fun with your music for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And James, you have performed through studios and stages both in Kelowna and in Toronto. So what is something unique that Kelowna's creative scene has that keeps you rooted here?
Honestly, the connectivity of the people is different.
Mm.
Coming from Ontario and doing the dance scene around there and the music, it feels more separated there.
Okay.
It's, in my opinion, it's harder to find those groups of people to really connect with
Mm.
and that you want to hang out with every single day
Mm-hmm.
and doing shows on the streets or just having regular practices. It was a lot more difficult to organize those kinds of things. So the connectivity and the people here has really like kept me rooted here and just wanting me to dive into this community more and more and more, get to know more people. I never really felt that. We had a very tight group of dancers and artists that we would hang out with,
Mhm.
and it wasn't too often we got to meet other people.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you would think, not that there's a small community, because there's not.
Mm.
Like Toronto and
It's huge.
that
Oh, yeah.
area,
That's like my home
there's
area, right?
yeah, there's a lot of art and culture there,
Mm.
but I found it harder to tap into that than what I did here.
It is more readily available here. People
Yeah.
are searching to connect with others
Yeah.
here in a creative way that, is not that same way in other cities.
Yeah, like, so the interesting thing is when I moved here,
Mhm.
I moved here on a whim.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I took a month and decided that I wanted to move across the country, quit both my jobs, sold everything in my apartment, grabbed a duffel bag and a plane ticket and moved out here,
Well, because why not?
right? But my second date here, I was, trying to learn the area and going out and didn't really know anybody. So I went to one of the local clubs
Okay.
because it's a dance scene and
Yeah.
that's where I'm comfortable and that's how I meet people.
Yeah.
I happened to meet one of the crew guys and we battled each other at Flashbacks.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, I remember flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
That was a place, yo.
And so after we finished battling,
Mm.
he's like, dude, I have to introduce you to I have a whole group of guys.
Oh, perfect.
And he invited me to their next session and we just hit it off and they became my family.
Wow, eh?
Yeah,
Just like,
just
boom,
like that.
bam, and
Like,
you're good.
that's all it took.
Well, hot
So
damn.
yeah, the ease of connectivity is definitely what keeps me rooted here.
Mm.
100%.
That's
yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
And Darion, what about this scene for you in Kelowna holds you here? Because you've created music lots of different places too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think mostly just because it's a smaller town
Mm.
in the grand scheme of things, right?
Yeah.
And so the people, like, when you find people who do it, it's pretty rare.
Mhm.
So you really want to hold on to those relationships. So yeah, like I think even with James and myself, like a lot of the guys when we first started dancing together, they're not dancing anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, age, some of them got
That's
family,
fair.
things like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they throw a hip, throw a backside,
Yeah.
backs up. I used to play rugby, and my body could not handle that anymore.
No,
I still have
struggle is
injuries that
real.
bother me.
of course.
And I got relatively unscathed.
That's true. Your face still looks like you.
Yeah, I don't have
Thank
cauliflower
God.
ears. My nose still is
Yeah.
intact. I got my original teeth, a good smile. No, I'm solid. I stopped before it was too bad of a problem.
Yeah.
Here.
That's the main thing. It's just James is one of the only guys still dancing. So I mean, him and I, like, I could hit him up and just be like, dude, you want to dance today? And we'd hang out. And then obviously, we don't just dance and then like leave, right? We'll go out for dinner or we'll just hang out, whatever. So,
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, the camaraderie is strong, it seems, right?
The bromance is real.
When not many
Bromance.
people do what you do,
Yeah.
when you find somebody who does,
Yeah.
you're like, you really want to build that relationship and
That's
hold on.
fair.
To that.
Yeah, I mean, because things are so different, right? When you live this kind of world in a creative world, than going to 9 to 5 or doing like labor work or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this is a whole other different world. And like, if you don't know, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So talking to people who don't know, they're like, oh yeah. And they genuinely want to, but they don't. So I totally get wanting to keep that connection and
Big
hold on to it.
Yeah, having a good bromance is good.
It's important.
Yeah,
It goes
absolutely.
deep. It goes deep.
Absolutely.
I love it. The movement that you guys bring is super expressive. And when you're dancing to your own work, is there anything that changes, or do you guys just like give her down no matter what?
So this is another thing that actually we're talking about just before. And for me, being able to dance to something that you've created, it's something about the musicality. You know what to expect, when to expect it. So I'm a huge freestyler.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my dancing is improv. I struggled with choreography for a long time until I actually started teaching at studios.
Okay.
And that forced me to learn how to do choreography. But before that, all of my dancing, and even now, I'm most comfortable when I'm improv. So knowing the music, and it's just like, you know, if you're dancing to a song you know really well, you know how to hit the drops when they're coming. You know how to play with the beats. You know when segments are coming up where you can hit something fancy
Yeah.
that'll really get that off factor and make you feel good for hitting it. So I think that's one of the big things with that for me is just knowing the beat and knowing how to play with it
Yeah.
versus trying to dance to something you're not entirely familiar with. It has its own challenges, but yeah, I like being able to play with the beat a bit when I dance.
All right. On.
Even if I wrote the song, I'd still dance like I'm white.
I have a really big secret to tell you, babe.
Yes?
You are absolutely white.
Yeah, you should see my tan line.
Hey, the farmer vibe is working for you. We're here for it.
Yeah, but I look weird naked.
That escalated quickly. Where's my boom boom?
Yeah, throw it in.
It's funny because he actually has one, which is really great. I love
Got it
it.
on the quick key.
He do.
If it
Fantastic.
works.
He wanted to turn me
Like-
into a pig the other time. Like it was a moment.
Wait,
Oh, I hit that!
that
That one
Nice.
was on time.
Nice. Well done, babe. Oh, good work. Aha! Yeah!
Let's go.
You guys gonna go to a commercial break?
After these messages.
We need an adult here. All right. If our audience wants to connect to you guys, how do we get you? Where do we get your music? Where can we see you play?
Yeah, it's just Darion Ray.
Okay.
That's my artist name. Keep it simple. So, yeah, whatever's tagged in the show.
Got you.
The
All
way
right.
it's spelled is the way it's spelled.
All right.
So anywhere, streaming platforms, Instagram.
Okay. Well,
Facebook.
we'll blast all of that all over our page.
Cool.
And what about you, James?
I just actually started a brand new YouTube.
Okay, cool.
J Lids, music and dance. And that's where I'm going to be putting all of my new artsy fartsy work.
I love
So
your
whether
artsy
it's
fartsy work.
music or dance or anything in the art vein,
Okay.
it's all going to be coming through there.
Fabulous.
So yeah.
I'm excited.
And
you
then
guys-
whatever we collab on, obviously, will
Right.
be on all his channels as well.
Do you guys have any plans in the future to do more collaborations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it. So do you think we could watch you guys go now? You want to have some fun?
Why not?
Is that an innuendo?
Heyo! We are just escalating everywhere today.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are the After Dark
I was gonna
show,
say,
right?
the kids are
That's what I'm saying.
the kids
It's
are
a
in bed.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotta start charging for this shit. Good Lord. And with that being said, you guys want to do the do?
Oh,
Nice
let's
segue.
get it.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
All right, let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, yo. Yeah. I can't be stopped. I'm really feeling like I'm him now. I took my false beliefs and turned them to a him now. I'm killing shows, that's why they all up on the brim now. If you were me, then you can see just why I'm him now. I can't be stopped. I'm really feeling like I'm him now. I took my false beliefs and turned them to a him now. I'm killing pros, that's why they all up on the brim now. If you were me, then you can see just why I'm him now. I walk around my aura sorta like a sword of war. It's slicing through reality, creating Lord of Lord. They be like Lordy Lord, I feel them from like 40 floors. Up off the ground, I scoffed the sound, they heard of me, they roared the Lord. And so I wrote it down to script it. My scriptures are flipped words and pictures depicted through slick verbs and quick nerves connected to rhythmic. Blessed with the gift, there's no guessing, it's vivid. See the whole language, the letters and digits, the symbols and sigils, syntax they live with, I channel it. My older psyche, I dismantled it. They made it way more feisty and likely to build a camel. It's scandalous, I swear I'm like an analyst. Way that I design myself to find myself, then ran with it. While most of y'all are cancerous. The ways you lead and treat yourself, scared of making real change because you'd be somebody else. Whoa, I can't be stopped, I'm really feeling like I'm him now. I took my false beliefs and turned them to a him now. I'm killing shows, that's why they all up on the brim now. If you were me, then you could see just why I'm him now. I can't be stopped, I'm really feeling like I'm him now. I took my false beliefs and turned them to a him now. I'm killing pros, that's why they all up on the brim now. If you were me, then you would see just why I'm him now.
As I step into the light, the dark creates a wake, a tsunami in a lake. Then I wake at the wake of my rebirth. At the coffin I emerge on the verge of a historic verse on Paul Einstein's Rosen Bridge. And like the Rosenbergs, there's a secret so deep within our being. It's like a bomb and releasing to destroy the very being of the world's leadings. The brand is just a market sensation, dictating your value, participation in the world's equation. Knowledge proliferating, got me celebrating the validation of my creation, elevating my state of emancipation, free from moderation, society's accommodations, absorbed from my chain conservation to enrich your psychological evaluation. That's my proclamation. Be who you wanna be, and we can all be free.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
All right. I'm feeling like I'm him now, baby.
We him.
Yeah.
Welcome back, After Darkers. We've been vibing all night long. We've been sharing stories, making magic, and now it's time to switch things up one more time. This next segment brings a new kind of creative heat, and we're excited for you to see what's coming. All right, party people, you know we love to celebrate every kind of creative spark. And up next, we're shining the spotlight on a different kind of storytelling. This next piece comes directly from the CAD team. Our director of photography, Nathan Sandberg, who is an incredible filmmaker, has allowed us to show his incredibly personal, bold, amazing film that he's created. So sit back, settle in, and let the visuals do all the talking. Here's a short film from the incredible mind of Nathan Sandberg.
Dude, the fuck? Why'd you target me?
You're in the way.
Come on, I haven't won a single round yet. Let me have my damn glory.
Yeah. You see, I would, but I just like winning. Just get good.
Dude, I got a boost. I'll win for you.
Not fucking off. Not happening.
Bet you $10 you can't beat him.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's go, dude! Come on! Fuck!
What'd I say?
We'll get his ass next time. Just you wait till I go back to Kamloops for the break and get my N64 here. I will kick your ass at Mario Party 2. You got no idea how lucky I get with that game.
You only win because we let you.
Guys, Mom must be home. I gotta go.
Dude, what the fuck? It's like barely 6 o'clock. Why does she want you back so early?
I forgot to do some chores.
Can't they wait a bit?
Unfortunately, I'm not 18 anymore. If I live in the house and don't pay rent, doing chores is what keeps me in the house. I'm on thin ice anyways. You know how she is.
Well, shit. You take care then, man.
See you guys.
See ya.
Hey dude, wait up! Still owe me that $10, dude.
Here.
Should've known you were gonna lose. You suck at Garfield Kart. Mind if I tag along? My house is along the way anyways.
Yeah, sure.
So how's your mom? She doing good?
She's fine.
Good, good.
Dude, can you not?
What? I didn't do nothing.
So what, just fall from the sky?
Are you accusing me of mischief? Wow. I'd never do that. Yeah, I did it. What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing, apparently. Dude, what the fuck?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I'm so sick of your bullshit. I'm just trying to get home.
Relax, man. It's just some cold leaves. I'm just messing with you. You can always mess with me too.
Yeah, I just don't like being a dick to others.
You? Not being mean to others? Right.
What? Am I?
No, you're great.
What did I say?
Oh, you don't remember?
No, dude, what the fuck did I say?
A few weeks back.
You look exactly like him, man. You fucking kidding me? You don't see it? Seriously.
For some reason, you just started making fun of him more and more. They left early that day because of you.
They knew I was just being sarcastic.
Did they?
Hope they did.
You think saying, fuck off and die, asshole, comes across as sarcastic? Honestly, man, you shouldn't hang out with those guys anymore. They'd be better off without you. You're not a good person. You're an idiot. You act like you know everything. You're not a good person. You're such a snob to everyone around you. You're an idiot. You think you'd realize being mean to everyone doesn't make you look cool. Idiot. Just makes you look like a childish asshole. They'd be better off without you. You're not a good person. You're an idiot. You're better off without you. You're not a good person. You're an idiot. You're better off without you. You're not a good person. Idiot. You shouldn't hang out with those guys. Not a good person. Don't you have to go home to your mommy? She's waiting on you. You're not a good person. Idiot. They'd be better off without you. You're not a good person. Idiot. You're not a good person. Idiot. You're not a good person. Be better off without you. You shouldn't hang out with those guys. Idiot. You act like you know everything. You're such a snob to everyone around you. You shouldn't hang out. Not a good person. Idiot. You're better off without you. You're not a good person. You're an idiot. She doesn't like to wait, Dan. You know that.
You don't know shit.
Oh, I know plenty. You love to talk about her. She does so much for you, yet all you do is complain about her. Doesn't that seem, I don't know, mean, you jackass? But she's mean. But she makes me go to the liquor store for her. But she's an alcoholic. But. Go on, give me another reason for me to feel sorry for you. Go on.
Just shut up.
Shut up? Me? You think you could tell me what to do now? Go on. I'm listening. That's what I thought. Look at you cowering over nothing. What's wrong with you, huh? I thought you were bigger than words. You act so high and mighty thinking you know it all. You don't know shit. You're an idiot with an ego. So full of yourself, so full of hate, anger, sadness, full of nothing but bad emotion. What's the fucking point? You should just go and end it all. You tried before. Try again. Maybe you won't fail this time. You always fail someone. So go on and be a success to yourself and just fucking kill yourself.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Get the fuck out of here, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you!
Yeah? You sure about that? I don't think you will.
Fuck off, I'll fucking do it, you piece of shit! I fucking hate you! Nobody will miss you! Mock me again! Mock me again! Do it! I dare you! Do it, you fucking coward! Hello?
Daniel, where are you?
Hey, Mom.
It's been a few hours.
Sorry I haven't been home. I was just at the park with... alone. I just, wanted to go on the swing set for a bit.
Okay, you still need to get home. Now. Seriously, Daniel. You got me worried sick. I still need you to go to the store for me. It closes in half an hour. Hurry on home.
Sorry, Mom. I'll be home soon.
Thanks, son.
Love you.
Hey, wait up. Mind if I tag along? My house is a long way anyways.
All right, that was freaking incredible. Let's make some noise for Nathan Sandberg, everybody. That was awesome. Yeah. Whether that left you smiling, stunned, or sitting in your feelings, that's the power of short film. A story doesn't need hours to make an impact. Sometimes all it takes is a vision, a lens, and a few minutes of truth. Huge respect and shout out to Nathan for bringing the goods and reminding us just how many layers live right here in the Okanagan creative scene. All right, After Darkers, we've been in the rhythm all night. Beats, bars, brilliance. But behind every moment of fire is a spark that had to survive the storm. Because let's be real, creating is easy when you're inspired. But what about when you're tired? What about when the likes slow down and the doubt creeps in and you're wondering if it's even all worth it? That's what tonight's Creative Edge is all about. Creative endurance. The part no one posts about, the staying power, the grit, the quiet commitment to keep showing up, even when the shine fades. And lucky for us, we've got a man who lives this truth every single day. He's been captaining this ship from the booth all night, and now he's stepping up to drop some real ones. Give it up for my co-host, my creative ride or die, and the king of chaos, Sterling LUXX.
One of the biggest things that sets people apart who succeed and don't succeed is their endurance to keep going. There's a lot of reasons why people do it, and you need to find out what your why is to be able to keep going. You can't just rely on your own endurance to be able to do anything. If you've just decided on something, some people can do it off of a simple decision, but not a lot. You actually have to have a bigger reason than yourself to continue. So make sure that you have endurance. Find out why it is that you're doing something. Show up when it's hard. Momentum is the mood. Tiny efforts equals big results. Show up every day. It's the little things every day that'll get you from A to B and all the way down the alphabet to where you want to be into the double-digit Zs. Tiny little efforts equals big results. It's the consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. It's all I really have to preach a lot of the time is just basically just always be consistent. Don't underestimate your daily work. You're stronger than you think, and keep stacking those reps every day. Next slide, please. Discipline is greater than motivation. The Army teaches discipline all the time, okay? Motivation is great, but in order to get to where you want to be, you need the discipline of daily routines. It is so much easier to be able to accomplish something if you have a daily routine that is disciplined into your daily routine. Next slide, please. Play the long game. Don't be short-sighted. If you end up putting out 10 videos, 10 songs, 10 something, and they bomb, that doesn't matter. If you quit at that moment, you're short-sighted. You don't know how many songs it's going to take for you to hit your pot of gold down below. You could be inches away by the time it is that you decided to quit. So always play the long game. Don't ever think short-sightedness. Okay, next slide, please. Build the you that you want to be. Don't let the older you regret what the younger you did. It could be just being a sloth, like just being lazy about it. It could be things that you did or things that you said that you then regret that stopped you from going through doors that were otherwise open to you. Just don't be stupid. That's all you have to be. Show up, don't be stupid, put in every rep, and the future is yours. Shape your legacy. Next slide, please. This is the muscle that matters, your discipline, your endurance. Show up, don't quit, and just keep going. Next slide, please. Keep going. That is the edge. All you have to do is keep showing up, your self-discipline, and your future self is going to thank the younger self. So put in the hard work now. Each day is a rep. Show up. Creative Edge out.
Well, damn, that was a dose of creative fuel if I've ever heard one. Whether you're building something big or just getting started, it's that kind of mindset that keeps the spark alive. Now don't go anywhere because we've still got one more spark waiting to light up the night. Stay with us. You might all remember her from our past episode where she came in and dropped the wisdom bomb called the FIND framework. Well, Kandace Stoneman is back with us today in the house. She's a certified life and relationship coach, emotional intelligence consultant, and the founder of Guide Your Mind, where she helps people break patterns, build emotional safety, and feel at home in their own relationships. With over a decade of experience and specialized training in CBT, conscious parenting, and executive functioning for neurodivergence, Kandace blends trauma-informed education with compassionate, science-based tools. She's trained with thought leaders like Dr. Ross Green and Dr. Robin Gobble, and she's brought her workshops to everywhere from School District 23 to Kelowna International Airport. She's also been featured on CBC Radio and, of course, on our show just a few weeks ago. And we are so pumped to have her back for more of her juicy goodness. So if you've caught episode 11, you already know Kandace totally brings the goods. But tonight, we're switching things up. Instead of a regular interview, we're diving into more of a mock life coaching session. Real talk, real tools, more like what she might do with her clients. And listen, as your resident neuro-spicy queen who's raising 2 neurodivergent kiddos while running a creative circus and trying not to cry in my camera bag, I've definitely got some questions. So if you're a creative, a parent, or just trying to regulate your nervous system without hiding in the pantry, this one's for you. Please welcome back to the stage the amazing and fabulous Kandace Stoneman.
Wave.
Hey, pretty lady. Welcome back to the show. It is so good
good.
to have you here again with us.
Yay.
Come have a seat. Let's have a chat.
Good. So good to be back.
This is great. How's your night going so far?
So good. I just love seeing you guys come back to the studio.
It's so great to have you here.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the topic that we're going to dive into today.
It's so good. I could just nerd out on this all day long.
Yes, I'm here for the nerd. I'm
Great.
winning. So let's dive in, shall we? Okay, so what exactly is a system of peace and how does someone start building that into their life at home?
Well, it's something I created within my business. We just expanded to offer this. It's cleaning and home organization with a twist.
That's neat.
So it's got a coaching element. And so one of the things I noticed is that, people are doing all this inner work. But then, so they're feeling good on the inside, but then their home and their lifestyle is bringing a lot of chaos, a lot of frustration. And so I'm like, let's get them on both ends. And so systems of peace is something I'm offering now where it's about having more frameworks in your home. Systems of peace comes from standard operating procedures like SOPs of a business so that you can just have your home be more systematic. The way your home operates is much like a business.
It really is.
And so you can have frameworks. You can have a method that when you're in your family having an argument, you can follow a bit of a framework. When it comes to, I talked about this last time, the daily dinner dilemma, where you can have an actual method for that beyond just meal prep. There's so many different elements where we can implement systems. And so anyone who books with me, I can help them set this up. Essentially, it's kind of like having an opening shift or a midday shift, an evening shift for your home. And it's just helps automate things. It reduces decision fatigue, mental overload, because it's just more orderly, less chaos. So that's what that's all about.
Well, that's really special and unique. I like that.
It's definitely different, but
You've got to be the only person offering that together, right? As a complete package of services.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither. I think it's
there's
cool.
a strong need for it.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Right
Thank
on.
you.
All right. Well, going forward, let's talk a little bit about neurodivergency. How would you define neuro-spicy and why does it matter in how we approach life or parenting with that in mind?
Well, neuro-spicy, I guess I think of it in 2 ways. I know it can be being neurodivergent. We were talking about that in a little bit of a different wiring type of a thing. And I also think of it as, on a science level, more dysregulation in the body.
Yeah.
And when it comes to parenting, there's a lot that we can do to support neurodivergent people, whether it's your partner, your kids, yourself. And so, I think just having more understanding of how the nervous system functions and what we can do to support it, it's a win-win. Yeah.
Seems logical, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. How does the nervous system affect how we show up in our day-to-day lives, whether it be work or, whether our hobbies, parenting? How does that present itself?
So with parenting, for example, we are the thermostat of our home. That means our nervous system is the thermostat. So if you're running hot, you're going to probably see more hot temperament with your kids or frustration, quicker reactions, big feelings, meltdowns. It could be the difference from being a little more patient or maybe snapping on somebody. It can be where you're more easily overstimulated, where you are, you get triggered by chaos, by clutter, In the workplace, it can be where you're more sensitive and you're kind of get into this self-doubt or like, oh, my boss, like he didn't like me, or like, so it's procrastination, perfectionism. These are all signs of dysregulation.
Okay.
And so by understanding the nervous system again, we can then course correct and support them better. So
yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Right on. What are some of the signs that someone is dysregulated, like especially in neurodivergent adults or kids? What would we be looking for to spot that?
So things like just, more outbursts, meltdowns, shutting down. Like you might see a kid just kind of go into like the fetal position and just like be like they're done for the day. It could be aggression, yelling, spitting, all the things that we don't necessarily love to be, witnessing or part of. The temper tantrums, those are signs. Running away, kids when it's time to leave, transition, to leave the house, extreme silliness, high distraction. It's all the things that drive us kind of nuts as parents or with our partner, for example. There's lots of ways that dysregulation can present itself. Also with sensory sensitivities, that's a big one. Noise is a big one. Noise is my personal one. I actually carry noise canceling earbuds on me all times because noise is a thing where I just like, my nervous system wants to go, ooh.
Yeah, I know exactly that feeling.
And so me being the thermostat of the home, I need to be cool, calm, collected if I want to lead my son to be more, cool, calm, collected.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Okay, so these things that we're discussing, right? These are things that we see show up in people who are not maybe neuro-spicy, right?
Of course.
How do you tell the difference between a child or a partner or a coworker who is shutting down and melting down and someone just kind of being an asshole?
For sure. Well, we all have our core wounds when we're growing up, the traumas we've went through, the hard times. We certainly learn patterns of how we cope, right? And so, I mean, people can just be an a-hole, but maybe they've been triggered.
That's
Not
fair.
to say that it's right or whatnot, but, that can certainly present as somebody flying off the handle.
That's fair.
But at that point, their nervous system is no longer regulated. So whether they're neurodivergent, neuro-spicy, on the spectrum, ADD, ADHD, sensory processing, whatnot, and the labels are not to label, but more to understand.
Yeah.
So just to put that out there.
Well, I guess that's why I was asking, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's from this reason versus this reason, I would automatically assume I'm going to help in a different way, right? So with my son who's neuro-spicy, right? I've got two on either end and I help them in completely different ways. One's kind of aggressive and one shuts down. So one kind of comes across as a little bit of an a-hole and I love him to death, but when he gets overloaded, that's where he goes. Where the other one is just like yelling, but he wants hugs.
Of course.
So I'm like, okay, what's the difference and how do we approach to help?
So what's happening, no matter the child or the case, is the nervous system dysregulation, right?
Yeah.
And I do want to just mention there's something called neuroception.
Okay.
And that is something for everybody to know around the nation because that is where our body, our autonomic nervous system, is scanning the room. It's scanning our environment, very primal instinct that we have. Every four times a second, pardon me.
Really?
Yes. So it is trying to perceive safety or threat. Safety or threat. And so it could be so subtle. It could be a change in your posture. It could be a rapid movement. It could be an abrupt getting off your seat. It could be your tone gets a little sharp. It could be so many things clutter for us mamas, right?
Yep.
And so noise, again, for me. So if one child is getting dysregulated, probably he's, getting overstimulated from noise. And because if the other one is yelling, and he might be yelling because you said connection, we're so wired for connection. And that is one of the best ways to help him regulate is through connection. And we're going to talk about the 3 C's, I think, at some point.
Yes, we are.
And so we'll get into that. But yeah, definitely just by knowing, which I'm like, I don't know, it's my superpower just to like pick up on all of this.
Yeah.
And so by knowing what one kid needs, because everything comes from a need, is how we can support them. So at the root of it is all dysregulation, whether they're acting like an a-hole or somebody who's yelling and needs hugs.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I can't go hug the other one, right? And I want to so bad as a mom. I'm like, I want to be there and I can't with him, so I know I have to help in a different kind of way.
I would add too is proactivity rather than reactivity. So setting them up for success.
Yeah.
We're either behind or we're ahead. And so I would be thinking about like, what can we do proactively to set this scene to be a little more successful? Maybe he does need those noise canceling headphones. Maybe he needs some movement earlier in the day, some fresh air, some nervous system regulating exercises, which I am a huge fan of. My son can be quite hyper. He's a 6-year-old boy. I'm more chill. I'm like, let's color. He's like, let's rough and tumble, crash and bash. And so it's really important for me to get out ahead of it by doing my nervous system regulating exercises in the morning. So we can talk about those if you want at some point as well.
Absolutely. Well, I suppose I should stop like doing this and maybe ask you some of the questions here.
Right.
I'm just having fun chatting with you.
I could geek out all day on this.
Heck yeah, me too. You say that all behavior is communication. So how can we actually tell what the behavior is trying to tell us?
So I am, I've studied this immensely. And it's my superpower is to pick up on what that is. If you think of like Maslow's hierarchy, we've got from the real core needs to more superficial. And so depending on what behavior is presenting, we can link it with that core need. So if a child is yelling, for example, they might be really wanting to have some control, some autonomy, some agency in their life. They want to feel heard, right? And so, you can give me some different examples, or it is kind of what's presenting is like, it's going to be, I can just find the link with it. I will say a lot of it is connection and connection in the way that it feels like connection to them. My son doesn't think coloring is connection, where he wants to do, Lego or something. And so it's about meeting them where they're at with that.
Okay, that's cool. Because my boys will come upstairs and they'll just go, hey, Mom, at me. So I'll join in and be stupid, right? That's how they connect. They just pop up. They do a little move at me. We say silly things to each other, stupid, and then we go, right?
Love it.
I'm wondering though, there are a lot of people who don't necessarily interact with those things on a daily basis. And as moms specifically, we get a lot of feedback of, oh, you're just coddling your baby. You're not helping them. How do you deal with that? Because my first instinct is to, okay, we're going to talk and we're going to try and walk you into what you need. And a lot of the times when they've hit meltdown mode, it does mean giving them what they've been yelling about, but they need it for a reason. Whether it's, okay, this is my schedule, this is what I'm expecting, I don't do transitions well. So what do you do with that kind of thing coming at you? Because everybody wants to tell you you're not helping your child, but I don't know another way how to help them.
Well, I would also say is that you are their mother and you know them better than anybody. And so to follow that.
Right,
but the other side to that is I think there's so much, again, proactivity, but skill development. Kids do as best they can if they can.
That's fair.
So getting to train with Ross Green, he's the author of The Explosive Child.
That's right. Yeah, we were talking about that.
And so he has this real collaborative approach and it's proactive.
Okay.
And so it's about sitting down with them and figuring out like what they actually need. I offer my clients a needs assessment and that's really get to the root of some of their needs. And it's sad because sometimes they're not getting a lot of their needs met. They also don't know that those are needs. They don't know how to articulate that these are needs yet until they're older. And so it's about, you know, trying to get to the root, and based on what a parent will tell me, I can be like, oh, this is what they're needing. And so again, it goes back to that proactivity and trying to catch it like before we're at a reactive stage. We're trying to set them up for more success proactively. So having systems in place to help them get out the door or help them with those tricky things like transitions. You know,
those are hard.
Making those accommodations and just trusting you're their mom, you know.
Well, so where we're at, we're pretty good. And unless I change their system, then we're good. Most of the time I get fight back or like overwhelmed from the kids is when we've adjusted an expectation that is, okay, normally we go do this, but we can't go do this. And that doesn't make sense to me. And that maybe happens about once a week. So from where I'm sitting, that's not too bad to deal with a meltdown, maybe once or twice a week. I don't know. In your opinion, is that too many meltdowns? Am I not being proactive enough?
Well, I think, again, the more proactive we can be, having conversations about, you know, this week we might have some plans changing, having dialogue about like, what's our plan going to be if our plan changes? You know, having a backup plan, having a plan B and C, and just having more conversation about plans changing. Because if they have their heart set on something and then it falls through, like we know how disappointing that is. And their brain isn't fully developed until they're 25. And so it's hard. And then also our reaction to their meltdown is so important as well. Offering them compassion. And yes, it might look like coddling, but it's empathy. You're teaching them empathy. And so when we can be like, oh, buddy, that's so hard, hey?
Yeah, right? Like I feel that. You got big feelings. That would make me sad too.
And so, you know, I teach a couple of frameworks about that, but like to really slow our reaction down. And so it's a response, not a reaction, but we can help pace this. We can help de-escalate with our pace by like really slowing it down and being with them. It's kind of where you share this umbrella with them in the storm. You're under the same umbrella.
Like, okay, so my youngest, who was nonverbal for many, many, many years, and they told me he would never talk. He communicates with me. He wants to see his reaction on my face. So if he's
that means
sad,
it's effective.
Okay. Because he'll go out of his way to hurt me until I cry until he gets it, right? If he goes up, I go down. The bigger he gets, the calmer I try to be, right?
And then that can also be, there's a connection repair after.
Yes.
It could be like a cycle of, if I get mom this way, I get her this way, which is making me get this need met.
Okay. I mean, with him, I'm pretty on it. Like a lot of the times, and like he needs like massaging and like pressure
that sensory
points.
Input is so good.
Yeah, he hollers, I come. Let's go, buddy. Like it's on, right? But some things in life happen, right? And we can't control everything as much as we want to.
For sure. And giving words in how you would like him to express this need in a different, better way. Like I've taught my son, I'm dysregulated right now and I am disconnected. Let's go play. So, and I'll say, do you want positive attention or negative attention?
I mean, wouldn't even think to,
And so my 6-year-old, even when he was 5, could say that to me, Mom, I'm dysregulated and disconnected and we need to play now. And I'm like, awesome. I'm so glad I get to know that. And we don't have to go through this whole
fumbling, trying to figure it out and causing some issues along the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's going to be some, depending who it is, some rough and tumble, some sensory input, you know, that it's very grounding when we can get them back in their body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets them like, it could feel like you're just this head going through life and you're not present, your head spinning.
Deep breath.
Yes.
I love it. That's great. So can things like defiance or shutdown then actually be the nervous system responses instead of what everyone thinks is just bad behavior?
Absolutely. They're not giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time.
I think it's a great way to put it.
And it can really reframe how a parent will react. Because now we can lean into compassion and empathy. They're not being an a-hole on purpose.
No, and you know what? I feel for them because I watch their struggle, right?
Yeah.
And I understand it too myself. I went through most of my life without having a clue what was going on with me.
Of course.
And then I'm like, oh, I can see that in my kiddos. I can help them. I know what happens. You know, they tell me there's a pressure above their eyes and, you know, they want to cover their face. I'm like, oh, Mom understands that, right?
sensory sensitivity is a big trigger of dysregulation. I'm more sensitive, light, sound, like a bra.
Yes,
you know, like stuff around my neck for too long. And they can just be like, get this off of me right now. And it can, if it doesn't get, my needs get met, it can just start to be this overstimulated feeling. And then my window of tolerance, my capacity, whoop, it shrinks until it's like, you know, we need to do something about it. And for kids, it's often getting loud, so they get their need met.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, great. So why don't typical discipline or productivity strategies work on neuro-spicy people in the same way? And like, what does work then?
When you can become the butler of your future self.
Okay.
So you are actually setting your future version up for the dopamine hits.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's where, there it starts. It's where you set yourself up for your future, your dopamine, so that you're going to feel that like, I did that for the future. And then there's a lot of productivity hacks and things like that. But if you're dysregulated, logic goes out the window.
Yeah, it sure does.
And so again, we have to go back to the nervous system and do some of those exercises that help regulate your breath. They help regulate your body. One of my favorite ones is just going into my bathroom proactively if I can, bending over to touch my toes and just staying there for 2 to 3 minutes. It makes me regulate my breath. I'll grab my feet, my ankles, do some, deep pressure. It brings me back to my body, and it works like magic, where in 3 minutes I can be regulated.
Wow, eh?
Yes.
Takes me like 45 and I'm like working at it, you know?
For sure. Our neck, there's a lot of the vagus nerve, vagal nerve. There's a lot we could do there with our ears and just help signal safety with intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to set up here is I feel safe, I am calm, and now let's talk about things.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Talking about things when we're heated, when we're dysregulated, there's no point. Logic went offline.
That's fair.
So we need to just, I'm happy to talk to you about this when we're both calm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Broken record, because nothing good is going to come. It just escalates. So,
all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Let's chat about the 3 C's.
Okay, so good. So the 3 C's are connection.
Okay.
I already talked about that a little bit. And again, it's connection where it's so that your child, if we're talking about children, it's that they feel it, right? And if it can be matched to their temperament, again, I mentioned coloring's like kind of my jam.
Yeah.
My son's the opposite. If he could be an orangutan all day long, he'd be so happy with that. In fact, his room has a lot of those features so that he can. So connection matched to his temperament. Connection where it feels like if we are playing, I'm just commentating. I'm not asking questions, because that can actually feel stressful.
Absolutely.
And consistent connection. Like if you can, in the morning, 15 minutes a day, one-on-one, no distractions, playing, tickling, pressure, that feeds their connection bucket. And you've got out ahead of it. So now you are going to have way less of those attention-seeking behaviors, which is really just connection-seeking. And so that's connection. The other one is co-regulation. Again, we're the thermostat of this hot mess express, perhaps, right?
I love that.
Yeah. And so we have to be responsible for our own nervous system and doing our things proactively to calm our body, and to be with them. Close proximity is the other one.
Okay.
So it's about our bodies being close to each other, maybe like putting your hand on their back, on their knee, just offering those warmth signals. So connection, close proximity, and co-regulation, hugs with a big long hug to sigh it out. It just, they feel it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those go a long way, and it'll increase cooperation and listening, and your stress will go down, your frustration goes down, and it just makes everybody happier.
Well, do you know what's interesting is I think as adults, a lot of us, we will co-regulate if we have a partner, and we don't even realize that we're doing it, or that would also be an effective thing to do with a child, right? We go get a big long hug from honey, right? And we feel a little better, right? But that's kind of works in the same way. And what I'm getting is connection with a child is like, you know how you have to deal with someone in their love language, not your own?
That's exactly.
Right? Like that? Okay, cool. All right, I think I've grasped that.
That was hard for me to get because I'm not the hyper, like, and so I had to be like, okay, I do something called pleasure stacking where I will like bring a piece of gum. I'll bring my favorite like bubbly water. I'll bring my favorite music. I'll have the cozy sweater. I'll add these like layers of pleasure so that I can get into whatever we're playing that I might not necessarily be into, but it adds enrichment for my playing experience so that I can be more consistent with it. A lot of parents have play resistance.
I think we forget how to play. And
We
it's no
do.
longer fun.
And especially, you know, if you had a childhood where there was more serious or more tension, we maybe didn't even get played with as, like, to play dolls or trucks or whatever. So we don't necessarily sometimes have a reference for it.
That's fair.
And so there's play therapy for a reason.
Yeah, you're here, eh? I need some damn play therapy.
Right? Like, how do I learn to play? I did a course on this, and we actually, we practiced playing.
Right on. I love that.
Doesn't come natural to some.
That's fair. That's fair. What do you wish that more people understood about parenting or partnering with someone who's neuro-spicy?
I think the biggest thing is to understand if they could do better, they would do better.
That's huge.
And to, you know, like every emotion, every behavior, it comes from an unmet need.
Yeah.
And the more that we can understand the nervous system and offer those signals of safety, you know, the better like life will just flow and feel more peaceful. And so empathy, understanding, compassion, and connection.
That's
connection
huge.
is so key. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I have had such a wonderful time chatting with you today.
So good.
I mean, all the time. I just nerd with you all day long.
Okay.
This has been wonderful.
Yes, I love it.
All right, well, let's tell the audience how to get a hold of you. How do we connect with you?
Certainly. So people can go to my website at guideyourmind.ca or on my social media, Kandace Stoneman for Facebook, Instagram, Guide Your Mind Coach. Text me, call me. I can come clean your house or send somebody to do it.
Hey, out of that.
Get some systems of peace going, and look forward to connecting.
Awesome, that's great. And we will, of course, have all of your information up on our website and socials and things like that.
Amazing.
I'm so jacked.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back on the show and sharing your wisdom with us.
My pleasure, anytime.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to stand up and give you a hug, pretty lady. Yay! It's been wonderful seeing you again.
Thank you.
And let's make some noise, guys, one last time for Kandace Stoneman. We've celebrated artistry, authenticity, and a few mystic mic drops. From lake monsters to late night masterpieces, tonight we've proved that legends don't just live underwater, they walk among us. They rhyme and remix, paint and sculpt, strut and sequence, scream into mics, or whisper into cameras with lighting so good it practically deserves its own credit. Kelowna has always had a thing for storytelling, whether it's whispered across water, sprayed onto alley walls, stitched into costumes, or woven through a podcast episode that makes you laugh, cry, and question your whole existence in about 30 minutes flat. That's what we're doing here. Every guest on this stage is making a modern myth, and guess what? You can too. Maybe your Ogopogo is a wild idea that just won't leave you alone. Maybe your legend is a dream people keep telling you is too weird, too loud, not the right time. To that, we say good. Be weird, be loud, be inconvenient, and be unforgettable. Be art that bites back. The world doesn't need another beige PowerPoint. It needs your story. Messy, magical, glorious, told your way, with all the glitter, grit, and goosebump-inducing goodness it deserves. And hey, if you hot glue rhinestones to your trauma, we'll call that healing with flair. So go make waves, tell your tales, clap back with your creativity, haunt a few minds in the best possible way. Start a legend so iconic they put you on a mural, or a floaty, or right next to Ogopogo and local folklore. We're not big league. We'll be posting all of tonight's guest links and info over our socials, so show them some love, connect, follow, buy their merch, stream their genius, and send them a yes queen in their DMs. But consent first. We're classy like that. And if you're out there thinking, could I do that? Could I be part of this? The answer is hell yes. If you're a legend in progress or a myth in messy form, we want you on this stage. Kelowna After Dark is where your creative creature feature gets its close up. And remember, myths aren't born, they're made. Usually late at night with some glitter and one hell of a good beat. Until next time, keep riding the wave of weird and wonderful. Let's keep our hometown spirit legendary. And most of all, remember to stay classy, sassy, and a bit badassy. Good night, Kelowna! Is that a wrap?
Cut!